that I took just a few weeks ago in Alaska. Hold on. Come on, Bear. All right, there we go.
So hello and welcome everyone. I'm Colleen Lucas, here today as a team member of our Arts Council, including Robert and Joan, Susan, Elizabeth is going to be here in a bit, Debbie, Kat, and of course with the help and support of Audrey and Sydney, Sandy, and Stephanie. Today we welcome Weston resident Nicole Mordecai. She's exhibiting her beautiful photographs, illustrating a wide range of subject matter and photographic techniques. Nicole is well known in Weston for her generosity, sharing her photographs of the town for the benefit of our local organizations and residents. Thank you all for coming today, and welcome, Nicole.
Oh, thank you, Colleen. So I'm so happy to be here today. I've lived in Weston since 1991, and I'm a photographer. I do both art photography, like on display here. I also do some professional shoots, and I teach both photography and photo editing. So I wasn't always a photographer. I started my career in the software industry. I worked at Brown University and Sun Microsystems for many years. And then my mother got sick and I decided I couldn't work a full-time job anymore, so I took up photography. It really started when my daughter was a sophomore at Weston High School, and she was on the soccer team. And her freshman year, there was a mother of a senior girl who was playing soccer who took these great photos of the kids. And when that girl graduated, there was nobody to take pictures. So my husband, David, who's over there, went to Costco. He just picked a Nikon camera off the shelf, no research, and brought it home and said, "You're now the team photographer." So I photographed their first scrimmage, and every single picture was blurry. So I'm like, okay, this is bad. So I was still working full-time then. I took a couple days off from work. I consumed every sports photography video that was available on the internet at that point. I ran my poor dog ragged because she was the only thing that I had that moved fast enough to practice. And yeah, by the time she graduated from high school, I was a pretty good sports photographer. But once she left and went to college, I no longer had a lot of kids' sporting events to photograph. And so every lunchtime I would sit down and I'd watch whatever photography instructional video happened to be on the internet at lunchtime. And so I learned all different genres and types of photography. And I think you can tell by the exhibit here that I don't really ever specialize in anything. I'm more of a generalist, and I love experimenting and doing all different types of things. So in terms of the works that are in the show, the front room, the lounge area, is sort of where the more creative pieces are. And I do a number of different techniques. One of them is multiple exposure. And I do that either in my camera or sometimes making Photoshop composites. And along the wall, that wall in the lounge, are images that are part of my series that I call the Spirit of Art. And those are composite images or multiple exposures of artwork, and either the artist who created them or spectators who are, or gallery visitors who are looking at that piece of art. And then I have another piece that's, I guess, in that room too. It's a blue one, and that's a Photoshop composite of the same image rotated 3 times. So I love experimenting. The martini glass one is a studio concoction that I did with lights and mirrors and projected images and so forth. And then this set over here in this corner are the light painting photos, which are kind of in that creative category as well. For those of you who aren't familiar with the concept of light painting, that uses a long exposure. So that means you leave the shutter open for a longer period of time than you would do for a sports photo. So for a sports photo, I would shoot at maybe 1/2000th of a second, whereas these pictures are taken anywhere from half a second to 10 to 15 seconds exposure. So they're quite long. And the one with the crystal balls, in that one, the light is moving. My camera is still, and I'm moving lights behind the crystal ball over a 10-second period, and so it's capturing the lights moving over time. The other three are all a little different. Those with the long exposure, I'm moving the camera. So the purple explosion one, I'm actually zooming the camera in and out during the exposure, and the other two are just moving the camera. And I'm focused on some lights. At least two of those are carnivals, and one is just from one of those holiday light shows. So I love going at night to the places where there's lots of colorful lights, which is fun. And then, like, totally different is wildlife photography. It's just kind of my passion to be out in nature, and I could sit all day observing animals. I really love that. And some people think that it's a little odd that, you know, I can do all the sort of more creative stuff and also really like the wildlife. But to me, it's just kind of a magical thing to be out and photographing animals. And part of it also, which comes as a surprise to a lot of people, is that I think it's due to my poor eyesight. So I was born blind in one eye, and I have very low vision in the other. But thanks to the miracles of medical science, I can see actually relatively well, but not as well as most people. And so to me, when I have my long lens and I bring those pictures onto my computer and I see them big and I can see all the details, you know, the reflections in the animal's eye and their little ear feathers or whatever, to me, that's like magic to being able to see that. So that's kind of nice. And then I only have two here botanical images behind me, but I love, you know, all kinds of plants and flowers and things just almost as much as I love animals. And it's, you can be a little bit more creative with the flower photography, I think, so that's fun to do. And then finally, in this corner are landscapes. Those were all taken in Iceland. And I don't honestly shoot a lot of landscapes, but some places are just so beautiful that you can't help yourself. So that Iceland is really a magical place to go. So in addition to doing the art photography, I do quite a lot of other photography, including some professional shoots. I shoot events, and I actually shoot a lot of artwork for people who are for their websites or for juried shows. I don't do any high pressure events like weddings or bar mitzvahs, but more corporate events or parties or that kind of thing. And I also do a huge amount of volunteer photography. Almost all of it is in Weston, with one exception. I'm on the board of the Lexington Arts and Crafts Society, and I do all of their, photograph all their art openings and marketing photography for them. But for the town of Weston, I do all the photography for the COA, for Weston Media. We're very grateful who are here today. I do for the Rotary Club, the Weston Pollinator Alliance, the Rotary, who else? I have a list somewhere. Anyway, a lot of the nonprofit organizations. And I did a great project in conjunction with the Historical Society, which is still up in the Josiah Smith's Tavern, where Pam Fox gave me 25 or 30 historic photos of the downtown Weston area. And when the renovation was completed in the downtown area, she had me photograph those same exact places so people could see the before and after. And that exhibit is still up in the JST, and it's open periodically. I don't know if Pam is here and knows when it might be open again, but hopefully people can have, if they haven't seen it, can see that one. Most recently, I have been donating photographs to the New Weston Observer, our new newspaper, which is supposed to publish this week for the first time. And I provided them photos for their website and fundraising, and I have started something I'm calling the Weston Photography Corps. And so it'll be a group of volunteer photographers that will be taking pictures for the newspaper. So if any of you know people in Weston who are good photographers and would like to join the Photography Corps, please send them my way, and I will get them involved with that. So in general, for Weston nonprofits, I make all my photos. I have a very large collection of Weston area photographs. They're all organized on my website, and I make those available to any nonprofits in town. So again, if anybody knows of anybody who would like to use those, you can send them my way. Okay, so I just want to end by telling you about the contest that we're running here today. So there's 29 photographs that are hanging in these two rooms, and of those 29, 7 of them are iPhone photos. And the contest, we have these sheets that are available on the table in front, and you can mark which ones you think are the 7 iPhone photos. And everybody who gets them correct will do a drawing, and I will offer you a free print of any photo in the show. And if nobody gets all 7 right, whoever gets closest will win. So, all right, and I have a few of my camera club friends here who are exempt from the competition because they know which ones are. All right. I just wanted to say one last thing, which is that phone photography has become amazing these days, and it's something that everybody can enjoy. So I would encourage everybody to, you can be a photographer. If you need help, I'm here. I offer classes in iPhone photography as well as regular photography. And so I would invite you to enjoy the show, enjoy the good snacks that the committee's provided for us, and thanks for coming.